Just a surprise visit to wish all you guys a happy full moon. Yeah, I think I'm getting addicted to being on Facebook in this way. Having these little chats and then getting back and then doing my own thing. Anybody around? Anybody wants to tell me about how their day's been before I start rattling as usual? And this could be fun. Okay, so I discovered that I can actually be doing a live and then checking what's happening about it on my computer. Happy full moon to you, Diksha. How has your day been? What were you up to today? I just felt like there was a rush of energy in the evening, which was very different from regular days, and there was a lot of, matlab, I need rest type of, thoda sa fear rising and all of those things. Look absolutely stunning. I just spent some 20 minutes breathing with her, and she's just so gorgeous today. And what is even more beautiful is that because the sky is so clear, she gets to really be queen. You know, it's like she's just there. It's like, notice me, bow down before me, talk to me, just know I'm around. That is such a nice thing to see the moon. Yeah. Anybody who's done any proper full moon rituals? I've been getting this earth healing vibration since the last 2 days, and it's been very draining actually. Yeah, so my emotions too, but in the last two full moons, what I've noticed that my emotions are getting more grounded. It's like this whole sense of your emotions are demanding to be understood. Earlier on, they were just demanding to be felt. Now they're demanding to be understood. They're demanding to be spoken about. They are demanding that you speak up for yourself, and that for a lot of us is not something very regular. We are. I realized a couple of days ago that I am addicted to this whole process of healing. Not only healing myself, I'm addicted to healing people, the planet. You live and we can have this chat about all these rituals because I've never done rituals. Hi Joseph, I'm good. How are you? Diksha, you can come on live. Should I bring you on live? And we can actually have this conversation and everybody can hear it. And it can be completely impromptu, so even more fun. Joseph, what movie have you watched today? So when I come to do letting go rituals, earlier on I used to write them on pieces of paper and soak them in water for the full moon to take them that was the release. But now I understand full moons have changed. So the full moon energy is now about channeling the earth, and the new moon energy is about channeling the other things. Okay, you're up for this and I'm going to invite you, okay? Here goes. Add. I think I like this process. So we get to talk to more people about things and more people get to know a lot more things.
Hi.
Hello, beautiful. My God, just imagine we are connecting today after the workshop. Wow.
Exactly.
God is good and so is
Can't be.
Facebook. I like this.
Okay, I'm coming live for the first time on Facebook. I've never been live. I just felt like
Brilliant,
you asked me.
darling.
I'm like, why not?
I know this is such a beautiful time for us to take chances and do new stuff, no? And just be ourselves. It is like for me, every time I'm on Facebook Live, no, for me it's like I'm in the workshop. Because there also I'm like this only. I mean, there is no different side of me that is available to people or available even to myself. फिर मैं कभी ब्रांडिंग करना नहीं भूलती. बी पॉजिटिव कहीं ना कहीं तो आ ही जाता है मेरे पूरे स्टोरी में. So share, tell me, what do you do? What are the burning rituals?
Okay, so burning rituals. In one of the practice, what we do is like we take uh and camphor, 7 pieces of clove and 7 pieces of camphor, and then
Seven
we
pieces
burn
of
it
clove.
in a, of camphor. Yeah, clove and camphor.
Camphor? Okay.
Yeah. Uh, that is what we do to clarify the energies at home. And apart from that, what me and my friends do is like we take a piece of paper and with a black pen, we
Hmm.
write down all the things that we want to let go of. Every emotion,
Hmm.
every pattern, every every relationship that is not serving us anymore. So we just write down that I let go of so and so feeling, I
Hmm.
let go of so and so person, and in the end we thank. Thank you for
Correct.
teaching us what you had the aim to teach us,
Huh.
and then we go and read it to the moon, to the full moon.
Okay.
So I usually start my letter by saying dear moon. So I refer it to moon.
But that is beautiful actually, because so my relationship with the moon began, I think, about almost 8, 10 years ago, and somehow every time I look at her, it's like I'm seeing me. There's something about the moon that is absolutely, and I actually have a better time during the new moon. I find the
Exactly,
new
same
moon
goes for
very
me.
energizing.
That is the best time for me. In fact, it's a very good time for starting manifesting, I believe, because a new cycle is starting. So what I do on new moon days is like I take a page of paper and I write with a red pen what
Huh.
things I wish to, like in present tense, that I have this, I have that, and until the full moon, I keep reading it. So that's one way of manifesting.
Very interesting. So I use the
Yes.
full moon. I use the full moon for reconstructing. So when the full moon is
Yes.
there, I put my entire story, and I'm like, this, you already know what is happening, right? What are the emotions that I need to work on for the planet? So I use the full moon for a full earth process of healing. I use new moon only for personal.
That's great.
So I
Okay,
look
so
at
Deepa, what do you think? What is the better time to let go?
I have always found that mid cycle. So between the full moon and the new moon, there is a period of 3 days. I look at that as a completely feminine cycle.
Okay.
Huh?
The waning moon.
Yeah, it's in the center. So when this moon comes till here, I mean, I'll next time I'll share the date, but I use that as a union between the two phases. So for me, the full moon is like masculine centric, which is earth centric, and the new moon is pure feminine energy. So that is why
Good to
new
hear.
moon is more creator energy, because creator energy works with you. So you become the seed of the new moon, right? And the new moon becomes the scene, because moon is technically pure darkness. Moon doesn't have light of her own. She absorbs
Okay.
from the sun, gives to the earth, empties herself, and then again absorbs from the sun. So she has this so she's pure creator energy. So I think people who have taught us about the moon have taught us the wrong stuff, because they don't want us to
Okay.
know the secret. So the for me the new moon is pure feminine, like 100%, 130% feminine energy, and the full moon is pure masculine energy, because it's absorbed from the sun. It's borrowed light. It's not her own.
Okay.
But
Maybe that is the reason that many spiritual teachers are like that. People in mental asylums tend to get more violent during the full moons.
because the
Maybe the
masculine,
masculine
yeah, the
energy
masculine becomes, see, and from whatever work I have done, I understand the masculine only from one aspect. So anything that is physicalized is masculine. Till it's in a state of thought or emotion, it is still feminine, because it has it grows in that process. The moment it can be seen, heard, touched, or felt with the hand, or seen with the eyes, It shifts from feminine to masculine. And once it is in the masculine, it has a time period. So masculine will have a perfect date of birth and a tentative date of death. So it will always be temporary. The masculine is temporary, the feminine is permanent. That's what evolution is about. But 2 years back, I bumped into darkness as a subject, and the whole world is scared of darkness. I thoroughly enjoy her. For me, that is pure energy to work with. That is like the energy to work with, because if you actually look at it, when we sleep, we are in darkness. When we pray, we are in darkness. When a baby grows inside the womb, the baby is in darkness. अंदर कोई ट्यूबलाइट तो है नहीं है. They're not known to science के अंदर कोई ट्यूबलाइट है. Correct? Seeds grow in the darkness. What you see is the plant. The whole process of growth you don't see. From caterpillar to butterfly is darkness. Therefore, darkness is the womb. Why haven't we been taught darkness like this is always my big question and quest right now.
So we are always taught like move away from darkness to the light side.
Yeah. But if there wasn't darkness, what is the value of light?
It's a new perspective, a good point of view. But what
Yeah.
if we forget to move towards light? Like, what if we start enjoying darkness so much that we do not wish to move to light? Then
There is no harm in enjoying darkness. There is no harm in embracing darkness. The doctor will tell you to rest only when you're not well. The doctor is going to tell you to shut your eyes and sleep only when you're not well. We've just see, so again, I think it comes back to the whole masculine and feminine aspect. Correct? So what happens is that as human beings, as people, as physical beings, we are taught about the physical aspect of darkness. And then as masculine, we are told that darkness is dangerous because you can't see in the darkness. You don't know what is happening in the darkness. So what does that give
okay,
us? What to we deal with darkness? Darkness is equal to fear. When we were small, if you remember, the lights used to be put off and everybody used to say, Buddha Baba aa jayega, so ja.
right.
Those very little things that have kind of now, by the time we've grown up, have become our version of how we see darkness. And then suddenly, when you meet darkness this way, you're like, wow. I like love new moon, and everybody's like, new moon, are you mad? It is supposed to be the darkest time thing. As like that's the
I love you.
time, yeah.
In
I
fact, it's
just
the full moon that scares me more because I'm like, I don't know about my emotions during full moons. I'm not myself during full moon.
But I have realized during full moons, we generally, what we don't understand is during full moons, we are channeling Earth. We are just channeling Earth. We are actually not channeling our own emotions, and all of our emotions of Earth. Like full moons bring up financial situations, emotional situations. Um, full moons I've noticed bring up a lot of relationship questions. So full
Really.
moons are very potent. Where if you anybody actually sits down to notice, it's related to your physical life. न्यू मून्स आर मोर रिलेटेड टू योर स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ. तो आगे क्या करना है या नहीं, अभी क्या होगा. Those are questions that will come up around the full moon. And there is a time between the full moon and the new moon when everything seems to have come together suddenly. It is like that union that is happening between masculine and feminine, and there is this beautiful energy that suddenly is like, everything seems to be working out, and yet nothing is in place. But you're okay because there is a certain sense of balance between what you can see and what you can't see, and what you can feel and what you can't feel. And I think that is the time you actually feel most confident about life. And there are those 3 or 4 days of pakka confidence. And when I started actually associating the moon completely with the feminine energies, because cycles chalte hain uske bhi, phases hai, full mood swings. फुल PMS चलता है
हाँ
मून के साथ. एंड द गुड
हाँ
थिंग इज
बिल्कुल.
दैट हम सिर्फ औरतों के साथ नहीं होता, मतलब every aspect of creation goes through it.
Yeah,
Every
like we
aspect.
say that we are 70% water and moon is like strong enough to create tides, then why not affect us?
Exactly. So 70% of you is completely under moon influence at any given time, actually. And that's quite
But
fascinating.
yes, that is. In fact, me and my friend were talking about it the other day that we should be conscious enough to know the phase of the moon by looking at our own behavior and emotions. Just the
Absolutely
impact.
correct. But then not everybody has a strong feminine develop. See, the problem is that we understand feminism very differently. See, feminism here is about being the weaker sex, and it is so. Whenever somebody speaks about feminism or the feminine gender, it is directly in comparison to the masculine. So nobody understands feminine as pure energy and masculine as pure physical. So feminine tends to be more metaphysical. So if you come to somebody who's very heavy on feminine, they'll be the solution provider कि हाँ भाई सब कुछ ठीक हो सकता है किंतु प्रोडक्टिव तुमको ऐसा करना पड़ेगा और ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. And you'll notice people with a lot of feminine energy are the ones who can actually who can share thoughts without any sense of complex. So they are not insecure. Feminine and people who are very high on feminine energy are not insecure because entire emotion तो उनके हाथों में होता है. And I mean, as empaths, you get very easily to play around with people's emotions because you can feel them. Like there are certain days when I'm doing a Facebook live and I know there's somebody who has a problem, and that person wants an answer, but the person is not willing to ask me the question. Now, till you ask me, I don't have the privilege as a channel to respond to a question that is not being asked. Wants an answer, but they're not willing to ask the question, which is very interesting in these times, especially, and that is going to cause a lot of imbalance in the months to come. That I can see very clearly. And so I'm just trying to put myself out there, and but every time I finish this session, I will now need to sleep for at least 4 hours. If I don't get a pure 4 hour sleep, tomorrow I'll be sick.
Putting
Because
the energy out.
yeah, but then see, this is what people need right now. But people don't realize they need it because
Okay, so
everybody is pretending.
people,
Just got cut.
your voice is breaking.
अब आगे ठीक.
Okay, so this may seem out of context. That
Hmm.
do you also feel the healers and spiritual leaders are talking about that this is the time for ascension? So, what are your views about on ascension?
On ascension, this
Is
is the
Earth going
time.
through ascension?
See, Earth is right now going through what I would like to call an evolution. So every, I think, 100 or 150 years, she recalibrates herself. So what is very beautiful right now, like a lot of healers around the world are working with water energy to do healing processes. Correct? So you do energy healing and then you dump it in one ocean or you dump it in another ocean. Yeah. So now what has happened is that has contaminated the ocean. There is no ocean healing that is happening. So in times like this, and I think this process started somewhere around mid-Feb. So what is happening right now is that the earth core is healing. So there is an evolution that is happening in the center of the earth. So what the earth is doing is pulling everything towards herself, healing it there, and then pushing it out again. So you have a pulling in and a pushing out that is occurring. Now every time we as people on the earth that are using earth energy all of the time, when we send her into hyper mode, it's like I think in my first video I was speaking about the earth like she's going through labor pain to rebirth herself only. So the ascension process is what she is throwing up what she doesn't require anymore. She's letting go of what is not required, in her evolution process. And then she is going to kind of re-give life. which is why right now I mean, a lot of people are talking about karmic healing and individual and inward, because you are part of the earth. The fact that you are on the earth, there is something that you have to give her and something that she needs to give you. But what has happened is that because of our masculine process of work and degrees and job and bills and all the things that we got busy doing, we've not spent time on ourselves. And therefore, whenever we don't connect with ourselves, we are not connected with Earth herself. So what has happened is now we are at a time where Earth is not giving us a. It is like we are not. It is not a option right now. The Earth is like, so बहुत सुन लिया तुम्हारा, अब तुम वही करो जो मेरे लिए अच्छा है. Because see, as human beings, we are going to be here. What is our age span? 80 years, 90 years. बहुत कम ही लोग 100 और 110 तक जी रहे हैं. Now we are hearing of deaths that are much younger. Correct? But the earth is going to be there. So what she needs is of paramount importance actually. And we don't realize that. We think we are important. But we aren't in the if you look at it in the larger picture. We are here, we need to give something, we need to get something, and then we are gone. So earth is naturally going to look at her own sustenance. Na? So now say for instance, if you have karmically destroyed earth, earth will karmically destroy you. It's very simple. And she has a million ways of destroying you. Because she's far more powerful than one little chintu, you know. And she has much more of the energy. So when it comes to ascension, it is the earth ascension. So unless you're connected with the earth, you will not feel the ascension process. But then you're in the very masculine process. Ascension is here becomes a feminine process. And actually, most healers have not spoken about exactly this, the masculine and feminine.
Yes.
Also, the number grid has shifted. So now that I work with feminine energy for this long, I know that the number grid has shifted. So what people are working on is the masculine grid.
I didn't get the number grid you said.
So I think in my first or second video, I had shared the numerology system I work with, and I've been working with it now for 8 years. And every year there is a a change in numbers, or in the vibration of numbers, and there are two words associated with each number. Like today is a 7. Okay, so 7 is associated with love and wisdom.
Okay.
It is not associated with luck. So on a 7 day, it's a very good idea to use the wisdom of love to take your decisions. 9 is a number of choices and changes. And I have seen it active, because I think what the feminine grid wants us to understand is that to be human, you have to be equally masculine and feminine. You can't be just one or the other. So, bada interesting hai actually, but nobody has gotten to it. I think there are very few right now who are actually working with this new system. Very few. It's like I've noticed a lot of times after I finish channeling, within the next 1 week, there is this sudden upsurge in those conversations worldwide. And I'm like, I feel like such an idiot. I think I should have waited a week and then spoken about it. But then I'm like, I'm just lucky. I get things a lot. Luckily, I get things long before other people do. Like when I started working with gratitude, the word in 2011, it wasn't a word people used in this country. It wasn't a concept people understood only. Today, when they use gratitude, I smile because it's like my babies now suddenly become an adult. The word gratitude. And people who see other people using the word gratitude are very aware of where their connection began. So you also become aware of the difference between the way we channel gratitude and the way people are using gratitude. It is like एक prodigy बच्चा मिल गया, अब उसको बजाते रहो जब तक उससे पैसा निकलेगा, जब तक उससे कोई काम निकल सकता है, जब तक you can use that brand or that word, you will use that word. But that energy, that child, the prodigy, the raising of the child, the understanding of what gratitude is about, not many people actually understand gratitude at all, actually. Because nobody is actually grateful. People don't understand what it means to be grateful. Grateful does not mean your circumstances are fine. Grateful actually means you're fine irrespective of the circumstances. That is what is actually interesting. And that I think more people understand it, their lives change. And I'm very lucky to have known a lot of people whose lives have changed because of it.
You are fine irrespective of the circumstance. That's
Huh?
great. You are fine irrespective of the circumstance.
Yeah. Because, like, say for instance, and I keep telling the story because this is what happened with me, and I was able to find a moment of gratitude, and therefore today I am still around. Was in November, I had this sudden. So I got diagnosed with diabetes. I got diagnosed with a dental issue. I got diagnosed with freaking cataract, and I came to that point where I literally broke down. I had that too. I had that 48 hours of saying, Dipanjali Rao, you are better off dead, dude. How will you handle this? Okay, and I remember at that time I was like, God, I feel you're preparing me for something bigger. You're preparing me for something better. You're for the first time in 42 years at that time, not 43. I completed 43 in December. But at the age of 42, I think it was the first time that I took my focus off everybody and everything and only focused on myself completely. And God's grace and that direction and that gratitude that I was able to put into it at a time when I had actually given up. To be honest with you, I've had nights where I didn't want to get up the next morning. That scary it was. And but to remember, or in that moment to have that thought that God is going to kind of is doing this so that he can take care of me first and I can take care of myself. And मैं तो दुनिया को बोल रही थी focus on yourself, focus on yourself. God is saying like, baby, sometimes do it for you also. Correct. So ये वाला scene हुआ, and I've come down in November. On the 7th of November I was at 12.8 HbA1c, which is like highly diabetic and all that thing. Today, 6 months later, I'm at 5.8. I mean, if it was 5.7, I would have been a pre diabetic in 6 months. Which means somewhere I brought down my glucose average from 325 to 119 for 3 months. If that's not a miracle, what is?
How did you work with gratitude in this case?
So, first of
What
all, the
did you
first step
find
was
with it?
to realize God was using this as an opportunity for me to take care of myself. I went down on my knees and I told God, I said, I don't want to turn. So initially started off with a dental issue. And the first dentist I went to told me कि हमारे सारे दांत, because I have a weak gum. So he said हमारे सारे दांत निकाल के dentures लगाने पड़ेंगे. I was like 42, screw you man. You can imagine how stressed out I was. I couldn't sleep for 2 days because I was like, if I sleep and what if my tooth falls off, and God, my whole thing is my smile. The whole world knows my smile. And everybody was like, दी ऐसा दांत तो लग जाएगा. And I was like, no, this is my property. Like this belongs to me. So I had this deal with God. So one night I knelt down and I prayed and I was like, see, I don't want to turn 43 without my dance. So thou shalt pick me up. उठा लो, बस हो गया मेरा कर्मा वर्मा सब कुछ कर लिया मैंने और कुछ करना नहीं है. And next day I had to get my HbA1c done because the doctor was very sure I'll have to do a surgery. And I went to my homeopathic doctor and she's like my bestie. So she's that one who will sit with me and say, छोड़ ना, कुछ नया try करते हैं. I went to her and she said, नहीं ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. So I went and I got my HbA1c done. It turned out to be 12.8. Now 12.8 is like a pure scare for anybody because they will not touch you with any instrument because your healing process is very slow. हम तो उसको ट्रॉफी की तरह लेके घूमे. हम लोगों ने no surgeries. That means we get to use alternative treatment or work something about the brain and do all of that. I met a doctor in AIMS. That itself was a miracle. And she was also like, see, let me say, I can't be very positive, but. So I said, whatever it is. She says, you're a healer. Why can't you heal yourself? I said, because, as a healer, I've never worked with me. Or I've never worked on me, that kind. And I said, right now, my only issue is my mind is off balance. So the moment your mind is off balance, your body is off balance, problems so आएंगी. Anyway, I got back and then I suddenly realized God knew my sugar was an issue 4 years back also, which I never took seriously. उस टाइम पे तो even higher था. मैंने बोला ऐसा हाँ हाँ ठीक है चलता है स्ट्रेस टू खत्म कहानी. But this time God used my tooth, knowing that my tooth is more important to me than anything else. Sugar on its own was not stressing me out. It's only my tooth that stressed me out. So I went finally to my diabetes, my doctor, and I told him, I said, ये ऐसा हो गया. He said 12.8 करके. I said, देखो अभी प्रॉब्लम वो नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम मेरा दांत है. I said, I need my tooth to stop hilofying. I need to get over the fear of it falling. And I said, only then will I be able to sort out anything. मेरा gratitude भी नहीं बन रहा था उस टाइम पे. So he told me, he said, I promise you. And I don't know if he's on this conversation right now, I don't think he is. But he promised me, he said, I'll take care of your tooth. He says, because once your sugar is taken care of, automatically your gum health will go up and on. I was like, okay, done. That day and today, so when I actually came down to, then in January, I met somebody who also shared with me. So तब से लेके January तक तो I was also doing sugar, आधा चम्मच and bread, and somebody told me carbohydrates बड़ा important है. सारा कुछ करी थी. Then I met a person in January who I think came into my life only to get me off carbohydrates and sugar. So he did that very important thing. So now non-carbohydrates and without sugar and without carbohydrates, it just came down from 12.8 to 6.8. I was like, dude, इतना अच्छा होता है तो मुझे तो लगता है सबको डायबिटीज होना चाहिए भाई. ये एक्सपीरियंस है in itself. So the whole concept of the fact that I knew God was going to kind of use it for a bigger purpose. I think today I'm one of the people who you can actually say is diabetes positive. Like मेरे से मुंह से कोई डायबिटीज के बारे में सुन लेगा ना, वो तो आरती उतार के बोलेगा भाई मुझे भी हो जाओ थोड़ी देर के लिए. I mean इसके साथ तो इतना कुछ कर सकते हो तो मेरे साथ तो कुछ कर ही पाओगे. And I landed up actually losing 15 kgs. And my doctor says that this is good weight loss. This is not bad weight loss. Because no carbs and no sugars automatically killing the idea, no. So my body, and a lot of people tell me that D, what you are practicing is ketosis, or your body has gone into ketosis. जो भी है, जैसा भी है, मैं तो hot हो रही हूँ, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? So at the end of the day, and now if you look at it in this situation of COVID and everything, I already have so many stresses of my own कि मैं तो कहती हूँ देखो, जब तक जान है तब तक जहान है. मैं तो वैसे ही लॉकडाउन में थी नवंबर से, सानू की. Like that. So it was. I think what was very important was that a complete positive attitude is actually what got me through from November till now. And the other thing was in November I actually cut off from everybody. But I never used to talk about it. I didn't start talking about my diabetes till I didn't come down to 6.8. The mind was like, boss, अब story है बोलने के, वरना तो यो बेचारा diabetes, you're half dying. I'm like, ठीक है यार, जो भी है. डेट्स थोड़ी ना डिसाइडेड होते हैं, हम ही डिसाइडेड है. पैदा हो गए, जाएंगे तो जाएंगे भाई, लेकिन कुछ कर गुजर के जाना चाहिए, बस वही पॉइंट है. व्हाट यू लीव बैक एज ए लेगेसी इज आल्सो बिगर थिंग ना. ऐसा है.
It's a big step today for me to come online live on Facebook. I don't know how I did it. It's all the new moon energy, full moon energy, I'm telling you.
But
Otherwise,
see, it's
this
a
is just,
breakthrough, right? This is the first time you're doing something like this.
yeah, I know, already getting text like, what's happening, dude? You and life?
But
And that
what
too, looking the most self-conscious person ever. I would like not step out like without combing my hair, right? Like
uh,
putting some makeup on. For me to see a version on me without makeup and wearing specs and going live on Facebook, I would not even upload a pic of mine without like editing it or like going through some filters and also. I think full moon does its own wonders, like makes you do things that you otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So that
It is like, I think the earth lives precariously through us during the full moon. मतलब ठीक है ना, तुम पूरे स्पॉटलाइट में हो, कुछ भी करो, मतलब मैं हूं ना, वाला सीन होता है. Yeah, even I wasn't planning to come online today because somebody asked me, like, are you going to be online today? And I was like, no. I said, today I'm going to just thoroughly enjoy the moon wala scene tha. And I just went out and I spent time with her. And the next thing I see myself doing, मतलब मैं कहाँ
is
से
doing.
तैयार हूँ, मैंने तो कुछ भी नहीं किया है, मतलब मैं तो ऐसे आ गई हूँ जल्दी आइटम. And I'm going to keep this video which is even worse. So everybody gets to see the pure Jhalli me. But I don't know,
I'll
she
find
just had that,
not this so that this doesn't get on my timeline.
huh?
I've been good enough to come online. That is all. And I'm not gonna keep it on my
No, I'm
timeline.
not going to. I think we've had a fantastic conversation. A lot of people. A friend of mine, Lynette, who's been encouraging me to do this. So she keeps on saying we should figure out how to get online together, get online together. हमारा हो ही नहीं रहा था. Yeah, till yesterday, I think yesterday or day before when I went online, there was suddenly this option of you can take this person online, and I was like, it's happening on Facebook. I said it. I know that it happens on Insta, but I did not know it was happening on Facebook as well. But just
Maybe we were
imagine if,
destined.
yeah, and you were destined to be the first one I go online with. No, no, the second one. The other day I went with
It's
my
like,
best friend Musi, but then उसकी तो
Acha, I
आवाज ही
want
नहीं आई.
to say something. You've been talking about gratitude a lot, so this is my gratitude journal that
Wow.
I've been keeping
Hmm.
long, long time.
हाँ.
And me and my friends have been in this habit of like starting our day with positive affirmation.
हाँ.
In present tense, uh, looking at the bright side of everything, taking
हाँ.
everything as a lesson. And we end our nights by writing our gratitude to everything that happened during the day, during our lifetime, during any time in our
Wow.
life. So, yeah, and we've been doing a lot of manifesting as well using gratitude. So, I think that has helped us, me, my friends, a lot in becoming the person we are becoming. So, gratitude has a
Wow.
great tool.
Yeah, it does. I really actually hope more people can actually use gratitude. Gratitude is such a powerful energy, and nobody has still tapped into her actually. And it's a very feminine energy, it's definitely not a masculine energy, because you will always notice that things don't make you happy as much as the way you feel about them makes you happy. So and for me it is like every time it what I feel is why I am saying or doing something, I know that it is a feminine driven. When it's about a thing or a person, it is very masculine driven, and otherwise for me it's mostly all feminine driven. So I was in a conversation with somebody and he asked me, he says, how do you know you love me? Do you love me or are you in love with me? And I was like, I only know that I love you. In love manje, fall in love manje. Because what I feel when I'm around you is what I associate with the word love.
The energy that you feel.
Yeah, the energy that I feel. And it is not necessary. And for me at that point, that energy is coming from you, and therefore I associate love with you. But it is still a word association with a person. So I was very confused. So I was like, that is the day I think I realized that I'm a pure feminine thought process person. मेरा ना मैस्कुलिन बहुत सॉलिड हिला हुआ है. मतलब मैस्कुलिन में फटाफट से कंफ्यूज हो जाऊँ, मेरे को तो कुछ गलत बोल देगी ना, ऐसे हिल जाऊंगी मैं. पर मेरा फेमिनिन बड़ा स्ट्रांग है, उसको पता है. That way. But babes, it was super, super, super nice talking to you, and I'm sure Lynette is somewhere stalking us. And like, I could have also been live on this one today. But actually, listen, other thing
Okay,
that we should get down to was that the little thing that we brought up about rights. तो उसके बारे में
yes, I
तू
am
put your number on my
receiving
DM and then we'll.
yes, yes, we can connect a seminar about it and all up for it and all up for our rights, feminine rights and everyone's rights for that matter.
Yeah, I think we should. We'll do
Yes.
one session which we talk about people and basic rights. So, you know, that at least people should start understanding.